Assalamu alaikum. Your Highness, Sheikh Mansour bin Zayed Al Nahyan, Deputy Prime Minister of the United Arab Emirates and Minister of Presidential Affairs, Your Highnesses, Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me great pleasure to welcome all of you to ADEPIC 2019. This year marks ADEPIC's 35th anniversary. And during that period, this platform has evolved to become the world's preeminent gathering of our industry. By bringing together professionals and policymakers, corporate and government leaders, this platform has put Abu Dhabi and the United Arab Emirates at the center of the global energy dialogue. And this week, by working together, we do have a unique opportunity to set the agenda that can and will drive our industry forward. Distinguished guests, allow me to be clear and get straight to the point. We have to admit and come to terms with some realities that our industry is being disrupted on multiple levels. Disrupted by new technology, new business and operating models, new forms of energy, and a new geopolitical order. This era of disruption is just beginning and will only gather pace. Yet, the oil and gas company of today can be a winner of tomorrow if it operates at a lower level of cost and a higher level of performance. If it brings digital into the core of its operations, if it embeds sustainability into its DNA, and if it rethinks how to leverage its partnerships, enable its people, and recenter its customer relationships. This, in fact, is the mission we defined together last year as Oil and Gas 4.0. By doubling down on this mission to modernize, we can and we will remain an essential pillar of the future diversified energy mix. The fact is, by 2040, all the energy currently consumed in the United States, India, and Japan will be added to the global demand. And even in the most fast-paced transition scenarios, oil and gas will still provide the source for over half of it. These facts are undisputed and simply make a very compelling business case to invest in the future of our industry. Here at ADNOC, we are well on track to expand our oil production capacity to 4 million barrels by the end of next year. We are finding new reserves of natural gas, getting closer to gas self-sufficiency, and will eventually become a gas net exporter. In fact, our progress is picking up pace. New discoveries this year include over 7 billion barrels in oil reserves, 58 trillion cubic feet of conventional gas, and significantly over 160 trillion cubic feet of unconventional gas. And as a result, the UAE has moved up from 7th to 6th place in the ranking The UAE has moved up from 7th to the 6th place in the ranking of the largest oil and gas reserves in the world. This progress was only achieved through the vision and the support of our leadership, the collaboration of our partners, and the hard work, commitment, determination, and dedication of all my colleagues across the entire ADNOC family. I thank them for that. Ladies and gentlemen, as we adjust to a shifting energy landscape, we are deepening our partnerships globally and also pivoting towards Asia, where energy demand is growing fastest. Following our historic concessions agreements with India and China last year, last month we introduced our first Russian concession partner. And as we enter new markets, we are growing our trading capabilities to better align with where our customers are and how to meet their needs and their special requirements. In the last 6 months, we established a global trading arm in a joint venture with our partners Eni and OMV. We secured a stake in VTTI with storage and terminal operations in 14 countries across the US, Asia, and the Middle East. And just last week, the Supreme Petroleum Council made historic changes to the way our oil is traded in the market. These changes are centered around Marban, our high-quality, highly sought-after crude, unique to the United Arab Emirates, that customers around the world know quite well and very much rely on. And to facilitate this new trading mechanism, I am very pleased that the Intercontinental Exchange, ICE, announced just this morning that it will set up a futures exchange right here at the Abu Dhabi Global Market. I am also pleased that ADNOC will join major IOCs, traders, and customers as founding partners of the ICE Futures Abu Dhabi, or IFAD. IFAD will be the home to the Marban Futures contract. Crucially, this contract will replace retroactive pricing with forward pricing, allowing buyers to hedge their risk in the open market. This, ladies and gentlemen, represents a very bold step and a true historic milestone that offers our partners and our customers significant benefits. It will help capture more value from every barrel we produce, and it will place Abu Dhabi and the United Arab Emirates at the geographic center of global crude trading. We are also leveraging our geography as we expand downstream. Here in Ruwais, we are creating one of the world's largest integrated refining and petrochemical complexes in the world. We are developing a plug-and-play manufacturing ecosystem that will nurture the growth of the SME sector, increase in-country value, generate sustainable homegrown jobs. And at that point, I invite all our partners and the United Arab Emirates private sector to take advantage of our high-quality feedstock, world-class integrated infrastructure, globally connected logistics, and pivotal geographic location. Let us please work together, seize this opportunity for growth, and unlock even greater value. Ladies and gentlemen, as our industry embraces an age of disruption, digitization and artificial intelligence are the next frontiers to driving efficiencies, curbing costs, and extracting the highest value from every molecule we produce. Technology is also the key to unlocking one of the central challenges facing our industry, and that is how to deliver more energy with fewer emissions. At ADNOC, we are constantly innovating to remain among the least carbon-intensive producers in the world. We are expanding the Middle East's first commercial-scale CCUS facility to capture at least 4.3 million tons of CO2 annually by year 2030. That equals the amount captured by 5 million acres of trees, or a forest over twice the size of the UAE. We are pioneering the use of optical drones to monitor fugitive emissions, helping us maintain our best-in-class methane intensity. These innovations will help us keep our long-standing commitment to protecting the environment and truly honor the legacy of our founding father, Sheikh Zayed, who embedded responsible production into our DNA. Ladies and gentlemen, as a committed employer of Emiratis, one of ADNOC's most important tasks is attracting and developing best-in-class talent. At ADNOC, we are committed to creating an innovative, diverse workplace, a workplace that attracts STEM graduates and encourages creative and progressive thinking, and a workplace where women work alongside men in the field and in leadership roles. In today's ADNOC, 15% of our senior leadership are actually women. And we have over 700 women working on site, living and fully spending their time on site across our upstream and downstream operations. That is a phenomenal achievement in a very short period of time for our women that should be acknowledged. A diverse workforce is a key enabler for business success and ensures we are in an industry of the future, not of the past. Ultimately, our ability to appeal to the next generation will be determined by how well we communicate why we do exist. In other words, our defining purpose as an essential driver of economic development. Our industry is in the business of progress around the world, and it has made vital contribution to the journey of my beloved country that is now one of the few nations to have put a human in space. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we have pushed the frontiers of progress throughout our history. This week, we have an opportunity to stretch those frontiers even further. Working together through creative partnership, we will drive economic growth sustainably and responsibly. We will stay at the cutting edge of innovation, and we will continue to drive growth and prosperity throughout the United Arab Emirates and the wider world. Thank you, and please enjoy the week ahead.